Little Nightmares in space? What are these robot monsters? Is this game open world? Where did these alien parasites come from? Is this distress signal a trap or an echo of someone clinging onto life? Cell is a young combat technician who receives a distress signal desperate for help. It comes from a planet overrun by alien parasites. While this planet or facility is likely beyond saving and under quarantine, this distress signal suggests that there may be survivors among the countless families that were torn apart. Cell assembles a rescue team to uncover the truth about what happened here and confront monstrous creatures. However, the message they receive is an ominous one. To the one that hears this, we are waiting for you. Could this be a clever trap? I highly doubt the mindless parasites possess the intelligence or ability to fabricate distress signals, so who did? Could this be a lost survivor calling out for help? Upon their arrival, something happens which leaves Cell on her own for the majority of her journey. It's unclear how, but perhaps they were ambushed by parasites, and only Cell got away. Stumbling under the weight of the crushing isolation that now infects her, she ventures on. Because if this really is a trap, then someone is going to pay for killing her friends. But more than anything, if there's even a chance that the distress signal is real, turning back now would put their blood on her hands. She makes her way through an abandoned facility which shares an uncanny resemblance to the claustrophobic location seen in Little Nightmares. The game is a Metroidvania, so it may have numerous branching pathways to explore. This is supported by a tweet from the developers. Explosives are useful for finding new paths, which is accompanied by a video of Cell blasting a huge hole in a wall, revealing a path outside the main story. So while it's unlikely that the game will be open world per se, it will follow a much less linear design than Little Nightmares. She encounters several enemy types, giant clusters, water dwellers, and wicked robots that stalk her on her search for survivors, their power surpassing that of the infected even, if only they were on her side. We also see a hand-like creature which is like the hand from Little Nightmares 2 turned up to 11. We also get a look at a parasite resembling a massive centipede and a larger, almost frog-like beast leaping off a wall to get us. The desire to avenge her friends is what pushes her to overcome these monstrosities. That and the knowledge that someone out there might need saving. She faces down with a giant parasite, one of the game's bosses. The grotesque creature lunges at Cell as she rolls out of the way, while the giant parasite uses scraps from the facility as a makeshift weapon. She musters the last of her strength and takes it down. But how much more of this nightmare can she take? With how advanced the technology is, it's hard to believe that this entire facility was overrun by parasites. They have grappling hooks, high-tech scanners, artillery, but they can't create a cure, or at least something to fight back and get the upper hand. Something doesn't add up. Cell is only one person after all, and if she can overcome almost any threat that comes her way, then why couldn't the residents of this facility? End of Abyss was founded by Section 9 Interactive, a small team previously working in leading roles on titles such as Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2. This includes tech leads, art leads, and creative directors from Little Nightmares. The rest are currently working on Reanimal and Little Nightmare 3. Which one are you most excited for? Earlier, I said that it was strange that such an advanced society couldn't fight back when Cell can, but maybe they did. Perhaps these robots were once created to help protect against the outbreak of infection, but over time became corrupted themselves, turning them into ruthless killers. This theory is supported by another tweet stating, "Mechanical watches protect a dead world." At the end of the trailer, the camera lingers on a machine as a distress signal plays, almost as if it's originating from it. But what if this is just the machine an innocent survivor used to transmit the signal? Wrong. The game's website illustrates a wide shot of this area, and the machine appears to have legs, seemingly confirming the theory that this message was manufactured by the robots to lure Cell and her rescue team to the facility, as its corrupted system can't fulfill its purpose as programmed when everyone is either dead or infected. Cell is shocked by this revelation, a feeling that quickly hardens into a burning rage. Her friends died for nothing. There was no one left to save, and so a plan forms in her mind. She locates the main reactor deep inside the complex, guarded by the biggest robot of all. After an intense boss battle, she rigs the facility to self-destruct, and makes a beeline to her ship while the countdown commences. She fights through hordes of infected and mechanical watchers, fueled by the memory of her lost friends, and with only seconds to spare, she escapes aboard her ship, leaving hell behind. The explosion that ensues erases both the lethal robots and the fake distress signal, ensuring no one else is lured into the same trap. In this final act of desperate revenge, she wipes out every living thing on the planet, including the infected who once called this place home.